Good morning, everybody. I'm back in my dining room. So I'm going to warn you, my husband is about 6 feet from me across the table, and he makes noise. And I'm not going to stop the video if he does. So I'm just going to say that. Yeah, now he's talking. Anyway, so let me tell you what I wanted to do this morning, and I wanted to invite all of us to think about this. So we heard Father Hans's great homily last weekend, and he had suggested homework. So I've been working on the homework, and we were talking about it actually in the office as well, because we were talking about Father Dave's comment at Coffee and Broccoli about the ick factor. So let me remind you what Father Hans invited us to do. He invited us to share our experience of Jesus with somebody this week. And I don't remember the exact verbiage. Sorry, Father Hans, but I remember Father Dave at Coffee and Broccoli saying that, depending on how you say that might not be something good, for the average person hearing us say it. But after I heard Governor Cuomo talk about the virus and some of the successes in New York, I've decided that even with the ick factor, it becomes really important for you and I to say what we believe about Jesus, what we believe about our faith, because from the description that Governor Cuomo gave to anyone who was listening was that all of the success in fighting the virus in New York had nothing to do with God and nothing to do with faith. Well, I have to tell you that in my experience, everything in my life has something to do with God, and everything in my life has something to do with faith. And I think all of us have to be able to find a way of saying those things to the people that we run into day in, day out. So I want all of us to kind of think about how we would do that. My experience of this virus is going to be different than yours, but all of us have an experience of it, which is why Father Hans's homily touched each of us. In that we have experiences there that we can talk about our faith, made real in how we have experienced what's going on in our world today. Each of us, it's different. Each of us, it's its own story. But I would liken to suggest that for all of us, it has everything to do with God. Everything. And so this week, I'll give us a way that we can maybe start this. We have all been praying the act of sacramental communion. And I'm going to tell you or remind you how that begins. It begins like this: my Jesus. And so all of us have to know exactly who that Jesus is. And all of us need to be able to share who that Jesus is in our life. It begins by us remembering first what God has done for us, what God means in our own life, and then being willing to bring that wherever we go. Think about it and do your best to do it without the ick factor.